What is up? We are joined today by a very special guest, the Texas Rattlesnake, the two-time champ, the beer truck spraying, middle finger flinging, fucking Stone Cold Steve, Mr. Austin himself.
Hello.
Mr. Austin Jansen.
Welcome to Word to Your Brother. Nice to have you.
How you doing, bud?
Good. Chilling.
Yeah. What'd you do today?
Got back from the lake. Went camping.
Yeah, went camping. Did you catch any fish?
Yeah, we got about 4 yesterday and 3 today.
Yeah. What'd you get?
Caught probably like 5 bass, 2 bluegills, something like that. They're
Yeah.
decent, but
Did you throw them back?
yeah, my uncle doesn't like us. He wants us to take the crappie and the bluegill out, but
Crappie's good eating.
yeah.
You got a deep fat fryer up there in that trailer?
No, my aunt does though.
We should bring up
Yeah.
if we go up there and fucking catch
Yeah.
a crappie and deep fat fry that bitch.
Might be
That'd
next
so
weekend's
good.
plan.
So good.
Yeah, but mostly caught
Fuck
bass.
off.
Well, it's a good way to spend the weekend.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It was a nice weekend for it.
Yeah. So we got some catching up to do, but I feel like you vanished at some point, and I don't know what the hell happened.
Mm-hmm.
I have Austin amnesia. I
Uh-huh.
need to be filled in. When was it? When did you move to the south side of town? Because you grew up with us.
That was actually one of my questions for him too. Because what was moving like as a kid? And like starting out a new school with like not a lot of new friends. You had no friends at all.
It was
Like
rough.
it was a whole different side of town.
Dude, honestly, it was fucking tough.
Yeah.
When-
How old were you?
How old were you and when was that?
So, I went kindergarten through 5th grade at Pershing,
Right.
like we all. I think
Yeah,
did.
you were in class with my sister, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when summer after 5th grade, we moved to the south side of town, off like 84th and Pioneers, and then I didn't know anybody literally that I went to. I didn't know anybody going into 6th grade that I was
See,
in
that's
school with.
That's a tough time. Yeah.
because you're going from. God, I remember going to Mickle and like half the people that you're at school with now you don't know because they came from other
So
elementaries.
you cling to your old homies.
Yeah, so you got your old
Yeah.
homies to kind of stick to until you branch out and you meet people and they all become normal, you know. But like going into middle school, not having any of your dogs with you, like
Well,
in
I
a
remember we still
different
hung
place.
out and shit
We
for a
did,
while.
yeah.
Well, I always
Yeah.
hung out with them.
And it
I
got
hung out for
easier.
a long time.
It got easier too when like we could start driving and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because especially because you were older, you could come over to my house or come pick me up or whatever, or my
Right.
parents would drop me off or whatever. But
Yeah.
no, it was rough, man. It fucking sucked.
Where did
Like,
you go?
So like for school,
Yeah.
I went to Lux.
Wasn't it a Christian school?
No,
Oh.
no.
I think my cousin went to Lux.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it was weird because I didn't know anybody that I went to school with at all. The only people I knew were kids that I recognized from playing sports with,
Oh, okay.
like playing like against on other teams. It wasn't actually
Right.
kids that were even on
You
my
were
team where I
with,
knew their
yeah.
name. I just recognized their faces. I'm like, oh, I played basketball against that kid in YMCA.
Yeah, when did you get freakishly tall?
like fucking kindergarten?
It was always a long
Are
length.
you still
basket.
growing? What are you now? Like 7'3"?
I'm like 6'6".
6'6".
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that wind chime
Tall
on the
guy.
ceiling there, and you just clashed your head on it when you walked through to the bathroom.
Yep. But yeah,
So you were known in the basketball ranks.
I started playing basketball when I was like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dang.
'cause you
Micro
were,
league,
again,
and
a long, lanky boy.
Yeah.
I always did that in baseball, and then
What happened?
I stopped playing baseball. I wasn't very good. I was okay at baseball, but I wasn't very good at it. And then just kept doing basketball, and then finally in high school my parents let me do football, which was fun, but I wasn't
Yeah.
very good at that either.
Wasn't your dad kind of like a basketball legend?
No, he was a
Track.
track and cross country guy.
Okay.
He was a coach at Pius for like
Yeah,
15
he
years.
coached my cousin.
Yeah.
When she was on the track
Yeah.
team.
He knew
Hmm.
Katie.
Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it was weird just with school and stuff like that, but I then was playing sports, and I met a couple people, and
So you like started playing sports in the 6th grade year and like started playing with kids around in
kids
your
around
school?
there, and I started to meet more people and stuff
Mhm.
like that, and got more familiarized with a few people, and but
Started
yeah,
to
it was
fit in.
rough. It was I remember the moment. So like my parents, because I feel like they knew how me and Tyler, my brother, were felt about moving
Moving.
across town and
Yeah.
stuff, and they didn't tell us that they had actually bought in the house yet. But I remember the moment it really sunk in was when we went to Sears, and we were going there to quote unquote look at a riding lawnmower for the new house that we might be moving into. And then my dad bought it,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, why are you buying it if
We might.
we might be moving there? If we're not doing that, why are we doing this?
Well, I mean, it was kind of upgrade for y'all. It was
Oh, yeah.
bigger house and shit.
In
Yeah.
hindsight, it was definitely, it makes sense.
So was that just like extra Yu-Gi-Oh money your dad was getting?
Oh God, he found out that he was big into. My dad's a big collector of things. He likes Hot Wheels and baseball cards and coins, and
I remember Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon.
Yeah.
Back in the day, he
found
dove
out
into
that
shit.
we kind of dug into that Yu-Gi-Oh trend, and he was like, all right, well, we're gonna go out and we're gonna buy boxes, we're gonna open boxes, we're gonna
Yeah.
like do what I did with baseball cards with my old drinking buddy back in the day, and
Yeah.
sit here and rip cards, and when we get a rookie card, we're gonna drink a beer, and if we find that good rookie card out of that year and
Or
stuff.
the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Oh yeah,
whatever
or
it was.
Blue Eyes White
Yeah.
Dragon, or
Exodia.
Dark Magician.
all 5 pieces of Exodia.
Yeah, I think those cards are worth a decent
I
amount
had
now.
I had all 5 pieces of
I was
Exodia.
never into Yu-Gi-Oh.
Does he still have
They
that
were
shit, or
always-
he's still
I
all of
think
it?
so. I think he still has it, or Tyler or Trevor do.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure.
That's so
yeah.
sick, dude. I can't. I hope
But
I have
we
a kid
had-
to pass down.
We
my
had
Pokemon.
all of them like lined out like in a book, like
Yeah.
card number 1, card number 2,
Oh, yeah.
card number 3 of this series, and then it was the
fully
next
remember
series,
that.
and there was like a page in between divider.
Brother.
Oh
I went deep on
yeah.
the latest Disney
Mhm.
cards. I have every one for
Mhm.
the first 3 sets.
Yeah, you get it.
I get it. It's a sickness.
The baseball cards, though, like
My
you get
dad-
Yu-Gi-Oh, but baseball is.
My dad had every, no joke, my dad had every major card brand's baseball card from I want to say it was 1967 to 93.
God.
He had every Don Russ, Topps, Fleer
That's
brand.
I remember that room in your
baseball
basement
card.
that just had those giant tubs that you
Yes.
had cards in,
So
but they
for
were
real,
lining
like,
the wall.
You could line this
that
whole
house
wall
could-
and have
thing.
could
half.
be built
yeah.
on baseball card
money, millions,
There's probably millions of dollars of baseball cards.
That's nuts.
especially with how explosive it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because all those card trading shit is going
Shit.
I don't know what the market is now for the baseball stuff. It seems like
I think
some of
it's
the
pretty
newer
good.
stuff.
I think it's pretty good.
on. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
sure some of those.
I know some of the newer football stuff is taken off, but
Mm-hmm. I want to get that Raiola card. He's gonna have
Yeah.
a freshman card. That'd be pretty sweet.
Dude, I want the jersey.
Yeah,
I want
Oh,
his
yeah,
named
you can-
jersey that is going to be sold from the school.
we can get that now, right?
That's
It's been so
potentially
long.
that's what they say.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I don't know.
I tried to
No.
find one at the spring game and they didn't have them. So I wonder if
No.
they're just waiting until the season until they can bust that out. But
I don't know how that works.
I want one of those.
Maybe there's a copyright law or something, or who knows.
Well, they got that NIL, so I
Right.
figure they can just pay him for it.
You would think.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Okay, so a little catch up there, right? Where are we at
Yeah.
here in the story? You moved south.
Moved south. He was going to
Now
Lux.
Went to Lux.
Okay, you got friends now, so you went to high school. I feel like at some point, correct me if I'm wrong, you got mixed up with the wrong crowd. Did
A
this
little
happen?
bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What
Yeah.
happened, bro? Because I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I kind of, a lot of the people that like were in the sports stuff were a lot of them seem preppy and
Yeah.
up money and
Douchebags.
not nice people. Yeah. I mean, not everybody, but I just got sick of kind of feeling pushed around by people like that and stuff, and felt a lot of pressure to do sports and stuff like that. I enjoyed it for a long time, but I felt like I really tried hard, and when it didn't pan out the way that I thought it would, I kind of just started just trying to find different things that I could do, like different outlets, and some of them weren't the best, the best avenues to take, but yeah, some of the friends I hung out with just weren't good people. A lot of people that I started hanging out with, it's nice because you get that like recognition from people, like, oh, okay, yeah, like you're my friend and we're friends, but you don't look at like as much of the negative side of some of those people.
Sure.
And especially when you don't feel like you have people around to talk to or hang out with as much. But yeah, looking back on it, a lot of those people now aren't. They're either way strung out on shit or in jail, or they're not. They don't have their situations together, and I don't know. I kind of went in and out of that, and then just kind of had to start being more responsible for myself, and had to, become an adult a little bit more.
Sure.
Had to pay for things myself and do things for myself more, and then I met a girl and had kids, and then there's more responsibility. And
When was that?
so I'm 31. My oldest is 7, so she'll be 8 in September. So I was 24.
You're 31?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 31.
January 7th, not
January. We're closer than I thought. Okay.
Yeah, you're like 1 grade older, I think.
Yeah. So I'll be 32 in July here in a month.
Okay.
But
Yeah, so you're like
so we're the
half a
same
year.
age. That's cool.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought I was your elder.
You are a little bit.
A little bit.
But yeah.
It's weird how things like that work, especially when like Demetrio, he was always younger by a year than us.
Oh,
he
yeah.
should have been in your grade. But you think of Demetrio, and I think of him being in your grade, like, what?
That would have been sick, dude.
That would have been weird. That would have been weird. Like,
Well, that's
he seemed older than us
Yeah.
in his demeanor and how he was. He was a little bit more. Demetrio had that way about him, just a weird, not weird, but like goofy. Like, it was goofy, but like a controlled goofy. Like, if I need to fucking settle anything that's gonna happen right now, I'm gonna do it.
He had a presence about him.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put it in words either.
You
but
can't
yeah.
really. He had like, he was like the jester, but like the strong jester.
Dimitro's badass.
He was a cool dude, but yeah, I mean, shit happens anyways. But anyways,
Well, shout out to him. I was
Yeah,
listening
shout out
to
to
some
Dimitri.
of his old bass riffs, and they weren't that bad.
Yeah,
so
he
if
had
you're
some pretty good
listening,
ones.
buddy.
and he was fucking just picked it up and started out of nowhere because
Yeah.
we needed him to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking. Yeah, shout out to Demetrio, dude. He's my old D&D buddy too. Man, I need to get back in touch with Demetrio.
Yeah, if you still have his number, hit him up, dude. We can line him
I'm
up.
pretty
for an
sure he
interview.
fucking plays fucking video games online with my cousin on
Oh,
PC,
okay.
but I don't talk to my cousin either. So.
Yeah. Once you become a PC gamer, you ostracise yourself from everybody else.
Everybody
am I
else,
right?
Seems
yes,
like it.
It's
yes.
weird.
I hate
Yeah.
PC.
That's what my
Like, it's
brother
like-
did. It's like,
Oh,
go play
no.
a console game.
Trevor or Tyler?
Tyler?
Yeah.
Jesus, all he plays is RuneScape.
Tyler and
Oh, that's
RuneScape.
terrible, dude.
My God.
I lost a
He
friend to
always
double
played
screen
RuneScape.
RuneScape too. That's when everything went south. Once you started double screen RuneScaping, it's like there's no coming back.
RuneScape.
Dude, RuneScape is
20
so
years
fucking
ago.
wild.
Yeah.
How do you?
We played it for one day.
I hated it. I
Yeah.
hated it.
Yeah. We scammed that guy out of some sick armor though.
Yeah,
Just as
yeah, we did.
children, just hustling, dude.
And then some guy like abandoned me in the desert.
If you have like nothing to do and you have a free day and you literally have nothing but just the internet. Just go create a RuneScape account.
Never.
And-
Never. I've never
Yeah.
been that desperate. I keep things around me, dog. You see my house. I'm never that fucking
There's
desperate,
something
bro.
to do.
Oh
There's
yeah.
gonna be something to do.
I'd rather wash the walls.
Yeah. Pick fucking stains out of the carpet and shit.
Yeah.
No.
There's
can't do
cleaning to be done.
Okay, so I feel like we glossed over something in the story. Maybe you haven't got to this in chronological order yet, but you have evidence of. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe there's no regret, but I see an Avenged Sevenfold tattoo, and I'm wondering how
Yes.
that happened.
it. Yes. How
So-
did that amazing tattoo happen?
So, I was sitting at my parents' house when I was like 17, and my friend John, he texted me and he's like, "Hey, do you know anybody who's looking for a tattoo?" I'm like, "Why?" And he goes, "Well, my brother has a tattoo gun, and
try it
he can
out."
do tattoos, and he'll charge you like not a whole lot of money." Yeah.
Like not a whole lot of money.
Like for you to come over
To
and
be
do
a
it.
guinea
So I'm
pig.
like, okay, like does he have pictures of what he's done?
He's
And
got
he's
some
like,
sketches.
yeah. I'm like, all right, whatever, it's stupid. But so went over there, and it's like his fucking mom's living room,
Oh my
and
god!
What a
it's got a
just
fucking
amazing studio. Did he have his work on the wall?
No.
Hey, don't hate on living room studios.
Did he have a portable
We're sitting in
room?
one.
Living room tattoo studio.
Yeah, no, that's
dude.
wild.
So yeah,
That
he
can't
had,
be legal.
Oh, it was not. I was a minor, dude. I was 17. My parents did not consent to this.
What a
Trust me.
fucking prison
Oh,
tat at
dude.
17. How long did you hide? How long did you hide it from? them?
Not long.
Were you in high
Like, I
school?
went
You were in
home.
high school?
I had just graduated. Yeah. So I was
You were
like
17. You're definitely.
Yeah,
you were
so
senior year,
It
right?
would have been like the summer after my junior year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild. You were
Yeah.
wilding out.
So you got this tattoo and came home. How did your parents find out?
Hold
you had
on.
it?
my
Don't
God.
get over
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I want to know more
There's
about the
more.
actual tattoo. Yeah.
There's more to unravel here.
Okay.
So, so then he does it. He does the tattoo, but he uses a it's a real tattoo needle, like sealed tattoo needle,
Okay.
real ink, everything
Yeah.
like that. But the mechanism was a fucking like no joke prison style.
Oh my god.
Like hollowed out pen tube with a fan motor and
Who
a
is this guy?
fucking rubber band.
I mean, don't give me a name, but how old was this guy?
like probably like 8 or 9 years older than I was. Probably
Was he
like
on meth
26 or
amphetamine?
27.
Yeah,
no.
good question.
No.
Solid question.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No. Fair answer.
So, okay, so he did open a fresh needle at least.
Yes.
Things looked sterilized enough. Or did you just kind of like...
They were there. I mean, the needle was definitely, and the ink was.
Okay.
But
Was there
anyway.
ever a moment when you walked in and you're looking at him doing this with this prison fucking machine and he's putting a needle in it that you're like,
Is this a bad idea?
maybe I shouldn't do this?
Maybe this isn't a good idea.
Did you do that at all?
Yeah, I mean, especially when you
Just powered
started
through
going for it. Yeah, I mean, started going into it and started going deep, started going shallow. I'm like, oh god. In fact,
Oh.
so long story short, it gets done.
Dude, that's like on like an
look-
artery, too.
Looked all right, but I mean, at first it was all right, and then so whatever.
Jansen.
Hold it up.
Jansen.
Couple days
Let's get this
Went-
straight.
went by.
It never looked good. It never looked good.
There's
yeah.
a reason I have one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your one and only tattoo.
Yes.
Yeah, but you should like get it covered up, dog. I bet you could go to like an actual studio and they'd cover that shit up.
I think you
with
need an
something good.
entire sleeve around
Yeah.
to distract from what it actually
Well,
That's
is.
true.
Just get your
Yeah.
lower arm covered, dude.
That'd
They
be
can
cool.
cover that shit.
Probably
It's only black.
But
Yeah.
you still rip
Okay,
some
but-
Avenged Sevenfold or
a little bit.
oh yeah, Avenged
Like,
Sevenfold. Old
this is the
school
first-
Avenged Sevenfold.
So there's more to it. There's more to it.
Yeah,
but-
let's
So
hear it.
so then a couple days later, I'm in the shower, and washing off and stuff. Start rubbing my arm. Some of the ink starts coming out of it.
Is that normal?
No.
That
Okay.
means he did not
No.
get it deep enough, the ink.
Uh-oh.
And so, like, it starts flaking out. I'm rubbing color out. It was bad.
Damn.
So then, it was like 2 weeks after I got it done. It was only 2 weeks. I went to a professional in Omaha. He owns a studio and everything. His name's Michael. I can't remember his last name.
Fun.
But he's a professional. And
Shout out to professional Mike.
Yeah, professional. That's this episode. Professional Michael. You're not crying.
Anyway, keep going.
So, oh god.
He's a professional.
Yeah, he's a pro.
He's a
He's probably still alive. I don't know. We'll see. No, anyway.
No, because it did look like straight ass before you got it touched up. Right? I think I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's coming back to
Yeah.
you.
so bad.
Weren't you driving like some crazy old truck at the time?
yeah.
Was it yellow?
Yeah.
Yellow truck.
72 Chevy.
Yeah, you were driving that big old
That
thing.
was
around.
nice.
That
Love
thing
that
banged.
thing.
Yeah, and you had this prison tat. You were wilding out, dude. I remember that now.
No, but
So yeah, he the professional.
Professional Michael
Professional
touched it
Michael.
up.
Okay.
And,
It's not terrible. If you're into
yeah.
Avenged Sevenfold still, I'd say it was
Yeah.
worth it, bro.
Yeah.
You got a hell of a story to tell.
Well, yeah. So basically, got touched up, everything. But yeah, I went back like 2 weeks after that, and it hurt so bad. I mean, it's fresh scar tissue going over that and getting it covered.
Oh, a double tattoo?
Well, because I had to get it. He had to go back
I
over.
didn't think that.
It was only 2 weeks after
Yeah.
I got it. So he did it, but no. The reason I got it was the first concert I ever went to
Oh,
with
okay.
my friend Jordan,
yeah.
and I like that band a lot and stuff.
Oh,
I've seen them like
sure.
3-4 times. They're good live.
Didn't their drummer die or something?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Rest in peace
Sad.
to Riv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a gangster. Anyways, okay. So this happened. When did your parents see it first?
So right after I got it done from the first guy, I went home, and my aunt Brenda was visiting from Wichita, I believe.
sees it immediately.
And she's like, "What is that?"
Like,
Like,
you didn't think to wear a long sleeve
I didn't
shirt?
give a shit. I was like,
You didn't give
I
a
don't
shit.
care.
You were
Without a
17
cause.
years
What are
old
they gonna
and
do?
your parents had kick your ass out.
no, I didn't think that was
That's
happening.
disrespectfulness right there.
I guess.
You should respect your mama more than that.
Okay,
boy.
I do. I love you, Mom. Shout out Donna.
Anyway, so your aunt fucking sees this.
So I walk in, and my aunt is making margaritas in the kitchen with my mom, and my aunt, she turns around. I'm like, have my arm turned over, and she's like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Ah!" And she like grabbed my arm and turned it, and she's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "It's a tattoo." And she's like, "That's not real." I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And then my mom's like, "What?" My mom literally was like, "What? That's not real." And my aunt's like, "I'm pretty sure it's real." And my mom's like, "Oh my God, Austin." And she's just like, "Oh my God." Jesus. And she's like, "Why did you do that?" I'm like, "I wanted one." I don't know. I don't think it sunk in at the time fully, but
What'd your dad say?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't think he was probably happy about it. I don't think he
Fathers were
said
very
much.
different. Our fathers were very different. I would have fully remembered that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Fully. Oh man. What'd your brother say? I'm sure he just called you an idiot.
He's like, "Are you serious?" I don't remember. I just remember my mom. I remember specifically my aunt and my mom. My aunt being like, "I'm pretty sure it's real."
Hell yeah. What a day.
So say again, sorry. When did you have the kid? How old were you?
So I was 24 when
24.
Riley
Okay.
was born.
So tattoo at 17, kid at 24. You didn't go to college, right?
Mm-mm.
So
At all? You didn't try? You didn't do any?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
So
Did you said you were pretty good at basketball throughout high school. Did you get any offers?
I had a couple.
Where for?
I had an offer to try out at Colorado State.
Damn.
I got a letter.
That would have been so fun.
It
Did you
wasn't but it wasn't like a scholarship thing.
go?
Yeah,
it's just an
There's
offer.
that. I got
you can walk on maybe.
I could
Yeah.
have done that, or
That'd be
like
cool,
my
though.
senior year, one of the good things I did, I got big into automotive stuff.
Yeah.
Right,
And-
you're still doing that shit today, right?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
But I kind of got into that, and I got a letter from WyoTech. It's like Wyoming Technical College. It's like an automotive college. But no, I didn't. I just stayed, and I ended up getting a job and worked a few different places, and then I ended up working at Pizza Hut for a long time, and then
How long did you work
drove.
there?
Oh God, like 5 years or so.
What were you doing, delivering?
I started out delivering, then I was delivering and managing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You're delivering and managing
Mhm.
sometimes. So you're getting a manager's salary while getting tips.
It was two different. So it switches.
Wow.
So like you'd clock in as a
That's
manager
my
or
dream.
you'd clock in. So if you're managing, you'd
Should
clock
open
in as
up
a
your own
manager.
shop, bro.
I should open up my own fucking shop, honestly.
I'll work
I
for you.
should. I won't even. I'm not going to get into work here, but I should open my own shop.
That'd be
We
sweet.
could run it.
We could buy it. I'd
it's not
poach
that
you right
hard.
out of. I'd poach you right out. It's not. It's making pizza, dude. We could
Yeah,
easily.
we
do
could
it.
all do it.
We could all get in on
Yeah.
that, dude. Three Amigos pizza. It's
Three
born right here.
Amigos
It's born
I
right
like
here.
it. I like it. It's good.
Our traditional Three Amigos tacos pizza.
Tacos
is so
pizza on
good.
Tuesdays.
It's so good.
Dude.
Anyways, yeah, we'll keep that on the back burner.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get down to some important questions. Who's your favorite wrestler?
If it's not Stone Cold Steve Austin.
you. Okay. So who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
Sting.
Sting. You going WECW?
Going WCW. Boys from Nebraska. Omaha
Okay.
born.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I liked the silent phase. I think it was sick. He used to just drop from the rafters, crush dudes with a bat.
That's pretty.
I was into it at the time. It's a little OP, little not fair when you look at it in retrospect. Like, hey, this guy has a bat. But it was cool at the time, man. And then he went red face, Wolfpack. I was into it, dude.
Yeah, I was never on train with the WCW. I was always a fucking Stone Cold boy.
Scorpion Deathlock, Stinger Splash. I remember it all.
Yeah, I was Stone Cold boy. Stunning him. Hitting him with the fingers.
Goldberg was kind of the WCW Stone Cold.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
But he couldn't do it.
No, Stone Cold was the man.
Goldberg
dude.
was
I'll
just
give it up.
like
He's cool as fuck.
the original Brock Lesnar, just a fucking muscle.
Huge.
Yeah, he had
The
those
brain
huge
on him.
leg shoulder or whatever those things are called, the neck
He'd
shoulder
spear,
muscle.
the Goldberg
Oh, yeah.
spear.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that thing was
Didn't you
nasty.
like break his neck, or was that just for show?
Oh, they all did.
God.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah.
Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, what was your favorite wrestling moment? Long time.
Owen Hart. No, that's bad. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
That's depressing.
Chris Benoit.
Yeah, Chris Benoit when he killed his child and wife.
There's been some dark. No, I saw one live. Did you guys
Bro.
go see him live?
Who?
Any of
Wrestlers?
these wrestling?
No, I never got.
You never
No,
went?
I never
So I
have.
did, I went to a couple of them, and
They had some at Persian.
check this out.
Dude, I remember talking to your dad. I was like, "Hey," he was like, "Yeah, I think Mike went to see that a couple times." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you took Mike to go see wrestling?" He's like, "No,
No,
I think he went though.
no."
no.
I was like, "Why not?" He's like, "I'm not going to that. I made his mother take it."
Yeah, he was the worst. Dude. He was the worst. He was the worst. But anyway,
Oh, shout out, dude.
we went to one in Omaha, and Rey Mysterio versus Ric Flair. This was pretty sweet. Those are two pretty notable guys.
Oh, yeah.
And Rey Mysterio was doing his like thing. I don't know how he does it, where he like wraps around the guy 6 different ways. You know, he looks like a monkey crawling on him.
Yeah.
And ended up pulling Ric Flair's shorts down. I saw
Booty.
the Nature Boys bare booty. So that's probably my like favorite moment, at least in person.
Nice.
But yeah, no, there were some legendary ones back in the 90s, dude. Wrestling was the shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's so hard to choose.
Jansen.
Fucking this original Stone Cold 316 thing. That was
where he came out?
crazy.
Yeah.
At the end where he came out and he went up and he was like, Stone Cold just kicked your ass.
Yeah.
Austin 316 says I just kicked
Yeah, if
your
your
ass.
name's Austin and you
Oh
hear that, you're
god,
just
dude,
like,
I was like my mom doesn't like that I like this. He said ass on TV and drank beer.
And he
Oh.
drank a beer.
Yeah, dude.
This is neat to me because
Stone Cold
it's
said
X-rated
so,
as for a
yeah.
12-year-old.
He banged both of those off the same day.
Oh,
these
my
are
mom
some good
hated
hard-hitting
that.
questions. Thanks for bringing those.
My favorite moment was when Stone Cold drove a beer truck into the fucking arena,
legend.
crawled on top of it, sprayed down Vince McMahon and all of his goons, cracked a couple beers, drained them, threw them, fingered everybody, and then walked out. That was the greatest fucking wrestling moment of all time.
That's a good.
Of all
Do
time.
you know about the Vince McMahon drama at all?
What do you mean?
I don't know much about it. But
Oh, his real life?
he shit on somebody.
Yeah, he had poop fetishes where he liked to have people poop on him. I think.
Yeah. No, I think he
him.
pooped on the
on dropped a steamer on a girl.
Yeah.
Did he walk out like his entrance walk? Just fucking all shoulders and shit.
Probably.
Just fucking.
Yeah.
It's just throwing out.
That's his signature move. Yeah.
Don't move.
Dude, that's so gnarly. Just a steroided
Dude,
guy who's like
pooping on
85
someone?
shitting in your face.
Pooping on someone is weird.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
weird.
I think you
I'm
have
gonna
to
put
be
that
doing
on
a lot of
blast,
other
dude.
dark shit but until you get to that point.
Yeah, there's a trail of devastation that leads to you pooping on a woman.
That's like the
dude.
final Bowser, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, imagine being the woman who's like, I'm gonna get shit on right now. That's a thing I want to
I
do.
hear it is a thing.
That's insane.
I hear it's a thing among like Saudi princes. They fly out like Instagram models, give them $1 million, just shit all
Do
over.
whatever they want.
Crazy shit.
Yeah.
Gnarly.
Oh yeah.
Just degradation stuff.
I mean, can you imagine that though? Like that. What kind of a absolutely degenerate takes $1 million to be flown out and then absolutely abused by some gross, stinky? You would do that?
I could
Just
use.
bring the floods.
I could
Jesus
use
Christ,
a cold
bring the
hard
floods.
bill.
Bring the floods. Babylon is now. Bring the floods. Kill them all, dude. I will die.
$1 million?
I will happily die knowing all these people died. No, dude. There's no fucking way. I don't
mean-
value money like that. I mean, this could be your one time living, and you're gonna have to relive that shit when somebody's like, "You just did that for fucking paper, you fucking
I've been
piece of
ankle
shit."
deep in shit for less than that.
I've done
So-
worse jobs for less money.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on that because it's your life to live.
It's a
boys, but-
dirty job, but someone
All
gotta
right.
do it.
You gotta get in there and clean that Saudi's butthole with your tongue. Go for it, buddy. But I ain't taking that route.
Hey, to each their own.
I'm gonna be standing behind you in that line, going, "Yep, I ain't gotta see that."
Well, you ain't gonna-
twice.
You ain't gonna see none of that money neither,
I don't
alright?
need to
that
see that
paper.
money. What's that money gonna get you, dude? You're gonna be sitting in your shit, drinking champagne, just thinking about a Saudi's asshole just rubbing in your
No, I
face.
could compartmentalize
I don't
that.
think so.
I've seen
I
some
don't
dark
think
shit
so.
on the
I
internet.
don't think- Well, yeah, but you weren't in it. You weren't in it.
Well, yeah.
You weren't in it.
I mean, yeah.
You ain't losing that side of a bunch of fat Saudis who never shower, spraying fucking jizz on their face. That ain't going
You seem to have
nowhere.
thought about this a lot, bro.
I mean,
I
that's
haven't
just-
gone
that's
this
just-
deep.
that's
Now
just-
he's making me question
No,
it.
I am. You better fucking question it, dude. I mean, Jesus Christ, question who you are you take a
this is
fucking
great.
stack of money to get absolutely degraded by these motherfuckers. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
They do
No,
it.
that's disgusting.
It happens. Bro.
I know, and that's why our society's about to melt on itself. But whatever.
Nah, dude. AI's
Yeah, it
gonna save us.
Hell no. I hope it fucking kills us.
Well, that's our savior.
All right.
Perspective.
So, how about childhood stories? That's the most time we spent together as a trio for sure. When it was our childhood, we had fucking our little neighborhood trio before you moved away.
I don't want to lose the biography though, because we're getting to some shit that I don't know too. So let's come back to that because I want to get up to his current status too.
What
We left
What
off-
else do you want to know about the man?
Well, did you have run-ins with the law? Because I feel like you did, and
Couple.
we don't have to talk.
Were
about
you
it if don't
arrested?
want.
Yeah.
For
I've been
what?
arrested a couple times.
What's your charges?
No.
It's a public forum. Anybody can put his name in and find out what he did.
God.
Don't have to bring it up in detail.
Yeah. No, I
Some
got in
choices
some
were made.
arguments and
Some choices were made.
yeah, got in
Okay.
some arguments and
I think.
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
Did you join any gangs?
Started a couple gangs, not games.
You did. You
Yeah.
started a gang.
You started
in
some
jail?
gangs.
Yeah, kitties and the grape slushies.
Wow.
Pretty. Just for fucking.
You just lie low? Did you like meditate and do push-ups in your cell? How did that time go? How long were you away, bro?
Just a couple
Long
days.
stint.
A couple days.
Well,
a couple
the
days.
longest was 20.
20 days.
Shit, okay.
Yeah.
At that point,
In
you're
jail
putting
or prison?
tallies on
You were
the
just
wall.
In jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, in jail.
Yeah.
So did you
But-
have to protect your butthole, or is it not like that in jail?
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Just
There's
got
some.
little
I
dick.
mean, there are some weirdos. That's for fucking
Oh,
sure.
I
There's
bet.
some weird fucking people.
bet.
Drug. The most normal people are the people there for fucking not paying their child support.
Oh, sure.
You know, I hadn't been there enough times where they do like a point system, and I can't remember if it's the more points you have or the more they take away from you. I think it's you start at a certain amount of points and they take a certain amount away for whatever your charge is, and I didn't have enough for them to take me out of minimum security, but I was there during the COVID time.
Oh.
And so everything was locked down, and that sucked.
Yeah,
that
it
was
does
the 20-day. And that fucking that really sucked. That
It does suck.
had to eat in your cell and only got out like an hour a day.
Dude.
Only got let out an hour a day, and they put you on a rotational shift. So like if you
Did
were
that
the
fuck with you a little bit?
oh yeah
Yeah.
oh yeah.
What'd you do
Thankfully,
to
I had a
keep your
roommate.
head?
I had
Oh, you did have a roommate.
Good roommate.
Were they pretty cool? Okay.
Yeah, the guy he owned a construction company.
Oh.
His name's Jason. He was a cool guy.
Have you seen him on the outside?
No, but I called him.
Oh.
I called him as soon as he got out before I did.
Okay.
And he gave me his phone number.
Yeah.
And so we had this running joke because the food's so shitty. Like, you see the commercials on TV and you're like, oh, fajita dinner. Oh, fucking all the good shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to go get a steak fajita from, I can't remember what restaurant, but
Okay.
I called him. I was like, do you get a steak fajita? And he's like, I'm eating it right now.
I'm
man."
fucking eating it right now.
Yeah. I was like,
Life on
you
the
lucky
outside,
asshole.
bro. Yeah.
Like, put some money on my commissary.
Put some money on my name, motherfucker.
That's hilarious.
No, but
So, okay. So you did some time, some hard time, bro.
some hard 20 days.
Yeah. Okay. But you
I
got your
did-
shit together after that? Because I know you got this house now, right?
Yeah.
That's over in the neighborhood. When did you move into that house?
I moved in there right before my second daughter Reagan was born.
Okay.
So my kid's mom was pregnant with her. She is 6.
Okay. Okay.
So she was pregnant. She was pretty pregnant with Reagan. And then moved in there and lived there ever since.
Gotcha.
So it's a nice little place.
Yeah. In the old neighborhood.
Semi-finished basement, 2
Yeah.
bedroom.
Yeah.
A basement dweller come with it.
Yeah, well,
Daniel's
Daniel, the Dan.
He's cool.
He's my good
cool
buddy.
Times, right?
He's
Yeah.
my good buddy. He used to live across the street from my parents.
Dan's
Sure.
a good dude.
But
Okay.
I remember that. I remember hanging out with Dan back way back in the day.
yeah. He was
He was
telling
across
me.
the street from him,
Well,
wasn't he?
yeah, he was telling me a couple times we had, and I couldn't. I was trying to remember. I was like, "Have you hung out with Cody? Maybe."
Way long ago. I
Yeah.
barely remember being around him, maybe like once or twice.
Before he lived with his aunt and uncle, he was in Boys Town
Yeah.
because his dad passed away, and he didn't have anybody else, and he went to Boys Town. And then after that, he was adopted, I think, by his aunt and uncle, and then lived with them. I remember I met him just by accident.
He didn't have his mom in his life, so he had to get adopted, basically.
Yeah, his mom and his dad weren't together. His mom lived in California, and his dad, I think, lived here.
Was he ever considering moving out there?
I
I don't know.
I
guess
don't
we're digging
know.
into his life.
I don't know. But
Dan
Anyway.
is kind of mysterious. too.
yeah,
He's
the
always been
mysterious
kind of around.
Dan. Maybe
Yeah.
he can be a potential future guest.
Maybe next time you come on, you can bring Dan. Yes, hi.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
But
Okay. I feel
anyway.
caught up now.
Yeah.
You got more questions? Let them rip.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of them. So yeah, stories from kids. I got a few. So what would your guys' memories of us hanging out together, just hanging out between the two of you without me, or what is your memories of our childhood that you remember?
Mine are
Sleepovers. sleepovers, and
Yeah. Is there a specific memory that you remember, like, that stands out?
I could go back and forth, but with Mike, I remember fucking strawberry milk and chocolate milk with donuts in the morning that your mom gave us one
That
time.
sounds about right.
And
Yeah.
the pickled olives in the fridge.
Oh, the
Hell
jalapeno
yeah.
and
It was the first time I ever tried them.
Garlic ones, stuffed
double
ones.
stuffed
Yeah.
though, because usually you get one or the other at the store, and you try to eat two olives at the same time. It's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
If you do little cuts, put them in the same olive. Those were good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you brought me back to that memory.
That reminds me of the hot dog, just amalgamation we used to make back in the day.
I ate like trash. It's so bad to look back on what was available in my fridge. It was
What we
Wonder
ate.
Bread, hot dogs, Hostess rolls,
the
Pringles.
cheese, Velveeta sliced cheese.
just eat Kraft cheese.
taco sauce.
Yeah.
We plowed all that onto a bun and just
Yeah.
just a horrific.
It's all we had, dude.
Yeah, it was whatever.
Yeah, and then like I'd get a delicious hamburger helper for dinner. I'd beg to go over to Cody's house for food. So I need sustenance.
Your mom was good at cooking.
There was mom and
Well,
dad.
what's fucked is
were
my
both
dad
good
was the
cooks.
best cook around,
and he was
just,
like, "Fuck you."
he just refused to do it
Just
until
completely
they got a
refused to do it.
divorce, and now he has to cook, and it's awesome.
Yeah, he does. He makes some good shit. But it's
Yeah.
like, God, you realize it. If you,
You
had
could
done
have
that
fed
earlier.
You could have fed your child.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, and my dad always pounded that into my head. You got to know how to cook. Only a pussy can't feed himself.
Okay. All right, Jesus.
Thanks, Dad. That's,
You must
what a
hunt,
wholesome,
you must cook.
Yeah, what a wholesome legend
Yeah.
lesson you just fed me.
Pussy.
Fucking growing up with a Viking lord as a father.
This is how you mix the ice cream you make.
Don't quit. Keep going. It makes you stronger.
Yes, Jesus.
All right.
Fuck. Yeah. He would.
He was a
I
hard
remember.
fucker. He was a hard fucker.
That was
he
one
could
of
be, he could be ice cream or he could be stone. That is my dad. He could be hard or he could be soft. He's usually a fucking out her ass.
I mean, we had so many memories. It's hard to pinpoint one, but I know, Austin, you were in on some of them where we would go play guns.
Oh,
Play
yeah.
Guns, yeah.
We would just grab Nerf guns and split off into teams,
Mhm.
and there was no boundaries.
I shot
We
you.
were jumping into every neighbor's yard.
Oh, yeah.
We knew who had a dog you couldn't fuck with, but that was about it.
Mhm.
Other than
Or the
that,
one lady that would tell us not to walk her along.
yeah, no, but I would
Well,
piss.
he's a
I would piss
bitch.
behind your shed.
Shut
I
up.
used to
We
piss.
piss all over the neighborhood.
Yeah, all over that shed. Eventually, she caught me. She's like, "This isn't a fucking urinal or whatever." I'm like, "Oh, really?" 'Cause-
What shed?
Do you remember the one in the alley? So, if you're looking out your front door, it's across the street and on the corner, behind their house in the alley that like went to Ryan's.
That corner on the left?
Yeah.
And then there's that alley, and then it had that
Yeah.
pile of
She
shit
had
in the
it- she
back.
had,
that
like,
we used to
shit.
just jack
We
shit
used
off
to
that
steal
pile.
shit. Yeah, we used to steal shit, and I used to piss
Oh,
on
yeah,
our
we're gonna
shed.
grind on this.
Yeah.
Take this giant fucking pipe.
Well, dude, when you're in the field and you have your gun on you,
We're procuring.
Yeah,
these
dude.
are procurements.
you have to piss where you have to piss, dude.
you gotta
It is what
piss
it is.
where you
I
gotta
can't go home and go to the toilet. That's off limits, dude. You
Yeah.
can't go in
No,
your house.
we can't
That's not
quit.
fair.
Besides cheating.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
That shit was so fun though, and like we wouldn't actually use like Nerf bullets. It would just be if you got seen.
Bang, 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 I got you.
I shot you.
Yeah.
I got you.
But
No,
that
you
was
didn't.
legit, man. We got
No, you
so good at
didn't.
sneaking and stuff.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I used to love just sneaking around as a kid.
Yeah, we were little sneaks.
Yeah.
Do you remember yelling at each other because someone shot somebody and the other person said no? And,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that,
For
that comes.
There's
with
no
that.
way you got a fucking angle on me, dude.
No, I didn't. You see me?
I didn't shoot you.
You're just, you can't just go down the street saying fucking bang. You're just throwing cover fire.
Well, Mike just saw me shoot Cody.
Oh yeah.
So
We'd
he
have,
can
like, the
vouch for
elaborate
me.
death
But dude,
scenes
who
and
was
shit.
it?
Fucking,
Who
they
was
got
it?
me.
Who was it who came in the garage though when we first found the rafters and we lured them in? They came into the garage looking for us, but we were above them, and we're like bang, 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 and they fucking
Somebody, or maybe my sister.
I don't know.
It was some
Might
some
have been
poor
mine.
schmuck.
Yeah,
Might have
we
been
got
me.
him.
I can't remember.
And then the
I
tree, we
think
held
it
down the
was.
tree. We were the best duo. I got
God, dude, I remember fucking me and you trying to build that tank out of that old dress. fucking
Yeah,
in your garage, and your dad's like, "You two are fucking idiots. That won't work. Stop tearing apart the goddamn dresser."
yeah. Well, we would try to live inside all of our furniture.
Everything, yeah.
That's a
course.
hilarious story because I used to
Oh,
be,
God.
the hide-a-bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hide-a-bed sofa. You know about this story?
I don't know, but we used to do the same thing.
Where you would pull it out and then go
sit
inside the
down,
sofa
yeah.
and then close it. And you'd
That
be,
might have been with you guys.
It
it might have
probably
been.
was.
So we used to I would take a water in there. That's like the ultimate hide
Yeah,
and go
he
seek
was like
spot.
a whole 80 pounds
Jesus.
back
Maybe,
then.
like
So he was
soaking
just a
wet.
little Skeletor. So I was like, yeah, we can fit him wherever
Sneak
we
into
want.
anything.
Yeah.
So we snuck him into the fucking, yeah, he'd be at the top of the hide-a-bed, like in the back of the couch, basically
Yeah.
laying on top of that. And just
Yeah,
have
like
water
I would
in
be
there and just
behind
be
you right
chilling.
now inside the couch.
It would be like,
Call
why are
Mike
these
the
two
Snake.
idiots doing this? What is the point of this ever?
Well, it's hide and go seek. Like if you
Yeah.
know,
They'll never
if the
find
Nazis are
me.
coming looking for me, I can hide in here
Yeah,
like
that's
Anne
true.
Frank, and they will
There you
not
go.
find me.
It's your Aunt Frank is the couch.
Yeah,
But
but
start sticking it.
we fucked up with you because you were a lot bigger. And
Bigger
we,
boy.
And we didn't even do the same way. We thought we would
No,
fold
you were-
you in the mattress and then put you in. You were inside the mattress.
Was I?
Yes, with just your head poking out.
Oh God, I can't even remember the whole thing. It was just like, all I remember was like, I was like, okay, slowly put me in there, and again, you're 80 pounds.
Yeah, and you were
and
what
there's
at
this
the time? You were pretty big.
this giant fucking mechanism that this bed was
Yeah.
compared to what our size, and then I'm on top of
In
that in it with I'm 150 easy,
At least, right? Yeah.
and you're slowing me in, and it just goes, and it just does the whole thing, and I'm like, oh God, oh God.
Yeah, it almost,
get your dad.
dude, it
Go
almost
get your dad.
guillotined him. Like his head was just
Almost,
poking
dude.
out.
It was so bad.
But, like your neck was thick enough to not break
Yeah.
somehow, but your head was just poking out of the couch, and I could not release it. I was yanking on it. I couldn't pull you out, dude. Your head is just right there, and you're like, "Get your dad!" Yeah, I run down there. I'm like, "Dad, get up here!"
And he comes
Yeah,
up.
he yanked that
God.
fucker open. He's
Oh,
like, "What
he
the
one
fuck are you
swift
fucking
move
doing?"
fucking pulls it out and just rips our ass.
Oh, dude, we could have killed you.
Oh yeah, could have killed each other easily.
I was thinking about the other time you almost died too, when we were in the snow fort.
Oh yeah, my
out
sister.
front with the knife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my sister literally just
We had just cut
dead
out a
eyed.
window.
There was a window, a small little window in the snow.
And she
fort.
knew we were cutting it out at
Oh,
that
yeah.
moment. We had the knife. Dude.
Yeah, I had the knife. I got it all cut out. I had set the knife down.
I thought I had it in my hand.
No, I don't know if it was in your hand or if it was like stuck in the
Yeah.
ground or something like that. But she fucking had an ice ball she had been packing for the whole time we were building this fucking thing,
Mike.
basically. Oh yeah, she was packing this fucking ice ball the whole time we were doing this fucking thing, basically. And she fucking wung that motherfucker, and it went right through that window, which was not
Well, yeah, at that
a
time,
window
she's
like
got the
this
belief that
big.
she's going to be a fucking D1 softball pitcher. She
No,
just
that was
fucking
before
believes
that. That was
shit.
before that.
Yeah.
That was before that. She was just fucking around and wung that fucker as hard as she could, and it went right through there and blasted me in the eye. This ice ball, it blasted
Yeah.
me. I'm like, fuck, and I fucking like fall down, and the knife is like right
Dude,
here.
yeah.
I fall like that. I almost stabbed myself. In the
Final
face with
destination
this
shit, dude. I
fucking
swear to God, I'm
knife.
pretty sure it was in my hand at that time, like this.
Yeah.
And your head just went like this, and I'm like, I almost killed
Yeah,
you.
like,
Like,
it was fucking
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
I ripped my sister's ass for that. She whines. and
didn't you
she'll
get
complain.
jacked in the eyeball with like a soccer ball or something too when we were kids? And
Me,
you-
yeah, that Justin, you
yeah.
fucking just got a crazy fucking kick shot off, and it fucking
Yeah.
just wham, and it like made me blind in my eye for like
Yeah.
a day and a half.
Damn, a day and a half.
Yeah, there was like a black spot that it just slowly fucking went away until it was gone.
I got hit with a dodgeball in high school from like the varsity pitcher,
Mhm.
and I couldn't see for an hour.
Oh yeah,
It was fucked.
that'll happen.
Yeah, right in the mouth. But I had that coming to me, and Justin got his back too. It's funny how karma
Yeah,
works.
Justin did get his shit back. Fucking wing, that
Yeah.
thing stuck
I
right in his forehead.
Nailed him with that
Yeah.
fucking stick, dude.
Yeah, we
I
were
remember
miscreants,
that.
man.
Yeah.
We were
Because I came
miscreants.
over.
Yeah.
I got a couple stories about Jansen. I got a couple stories about Jansen. The one where we were stuck in the tree.
Oh God.
So we had down the street from us, a couple houses, there was this guy who let us play in this big ass tree, and he had the backyard, and it was like adjacent to the alley that was right next to this tree, and then behind the alley was this kid who him and his brother would fucking
Mhm.
bully us and pick on us, and he's a fucking little asshole.
Yep.
And me and Jansen fucking rode our bikes over there, and we were playing in this tree. Had our bikes leaned up against the fucking tree. We were halfway up this motherfucker, and the kid who bullied us, and his whole posse fucking pulled into the fucking alley below us on their bikes.
Yeah.
And I look at Jansen and I'm like, fucking, shh, do not fucking say anything. Because we were halfway up the street. They hadn't noticed we were there, hadn't
Yeah.
noticed our bikes. They were just sitting down there mulling around, fucking bullshit, talking about what they were going to do next.
Yep.
This motherfucking quail over here got scared and fucking, we're not playing, guys, out of nowhere. We're not playing. We just want to go home. I'm like, no. And they fucking turned on us with fucking like those arm slingshots where it had like the
Oh,
thing that
shit.
came down, full-fledged slingshots, and they had fucking hard kernels of corn. And they chased us back to my house, fucking pelting us
Yeah.
with those hard kernels
As
of
we're
corn.
running with our bikes.
Cussing. I swore your name for days after
He
that.
was so
we were
mad.
stealth. We didn't.
No, dude, you go shh. You don't come out until they're coming after you, and then I'm
Right.
climbing up the tree further.
Do you remember sneaking out as a kid? Like,
Oh, yeah.
at night. Did you ever do that?
I don't think so.
Really?
Not until I moved.
Yeah.
I never
No.
did. I
Middle
never
school, we
snuck
would
it.
do
Well, it
stealth
would have been easy
missions.
for you in that big ass house, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I could just walk out the basement door.
Exactly. You're out.
Yeah, the slide door.
Just
Fuck.
open it. But yeah, I mean, but even before when I lived at the house, I had an egress window,
Yeah, you claw.
so I
yeah,
could just
claw.
open it, and my room was in the basement, so I could just walk
crawl.
out.
Didn't that house get robbed once?
That
Yeah.
was my next question.
Yeah.
Right.
So
what was the deal with that? Did you ever figure out definitively what happened with it?
So what happened was we went over to my Aunt Pat's house, my great aunt's house, and uncle's, for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Like as we did, we'd have ham and potatoes or whatever. So we'd go do that. So we get home, and our back door is kicked open, and the trim piece for the door is broken, and all of our kitchen cabinet doors, right as you walk in, are all open.
Yeah.
Like somebody came in and opened all the cabinet doors.
Looks
Like if you walked in and all your
Yeah.
cabinets had...
Just ransacked.
Yeah, but like nothing was missing.
Huh.
There was nothing
Looking
gone.
for something else.
So yeah, but like
Keys,
my
maybe?
mom's jewelry was in her jewelry box. Like
Weird.
nothing was gone.
Y'all had nice cars though at that time.
Nah, no.
They were all right.
They were in the
Just regular
garage. They were in the
cars.
garage, but
Yeah.
no one messed with the garage.
Yeah.
Like it was just the house.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we don't know. We never. My
I
dad
wonder if
called
that's
the.
part of the reason y'all moved.
I mean,
That's-
there was
that's a
that.
violating feeling, man.
It was mainly because my mom's business got
Okay.
bigger
Okay.
because she owns her own business. So
Yeah.
it got to the point where she couldn't rent it out of her basement anymore.
Sure.
Because that's basically what she was doing. So
Yeah.
she needed more space, and they got a good deal on a house. So they sold theirs and then basically used what they had saved for my dad's Goodyear and what she had been making.
Your dad worked at Goodyear?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know
Did
that.
he
Yeah.
work there during those?
Strikes and
Strikes
shit.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Towards the end, that's why he left, was because of he got laid off and brought back and laid off again.
Oh, that's tough.
Dirty old fucking corporate.
And he was a
bitches.
manager. He was a warehouse manager, overnight manager for
Well, the
years.
more money you make, the more they save by laying you off.
He
dude.
would tell me, he's like, your mom only knows about half the money I'm making.
Yeah.
Seriously, he's
Yeah.
like, the other half's going to car parts.
And then there's a whole nother half none of y'all know about in baseball.
Probably.
Baseball
It's
cards.
fucking stupid how little my mom. I mean, I don't know if it's still that way, but it used to be. It was like,
Dude, your
how did
dad's a
mom?
mob boss for
He's
sure.
fucking crazy. He's got some secret Illuminati ties or
Dude,
something.
your
does,
dad is
dude.
fucking wild. I remember I got stories about your
crazy.
dad.
My
dude.
ex's
Fucking-
dad knew your dad and played sports with him. So it was weird. I had a moment where I was in western Nebraska talking to these two old
They
guys.
just
and I
Illuminati
name-
people.
I name dropped your dad's name, and they're like, "You know him?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude." So that was kind of interesting. But yeah, he's got ties everywhere, dude. Your dad's a legend.
I remember when he used to get fucking shit faced and go body box us out by the pool all the time. He'd come on, you pussies want to box? Like, yeah, let's do it. We fucking wrap up with rags. No face shit. I can't be hurting you kids.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
Dude, and
Who can do the best
We'd
front
go
flip?
after he would do all kinds.
He
Your dad
two
was
flips
funny,
off the
dude.
diving board.
I remember one time he didn't want to mow the yard, and I think you were giving him shit about it. And he was like, "You want to do it? I'll fucking pay you to do it, and that'll piss him off." I was like, "All right." So I fucking went over there and mowed his yard, and he's like, I'll fill your gas tank up. How much is it?" I was like, "Probably like $80." He's like, "I'll fucking fill that bitch up." He's like, "Don't tell Jansen." I was like, "I'm gonna tell him." He's like, "All right."
He's like, he doesn't
Yeah,
care.
I remember telling you, and you got so he never fucking pays me to mow the goddamn yard.
There's no way he said don't tell Jansen. He had.
Oh no, he said don't tell him.
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When did that happen? Because I feel like I missed
Probably-
out on the change in name.
Around late high school, right?
That was
Right
that was
after.
high school, post high school era when me and James.
Did you take on a different persona? What? I
Yes,
mean-
he did.
Okay.
We won't get into the nicknames, and we won't get into those times. There were some
Oh,
dark
man.
times for Jansen and me, but we've moved past that.
This is good, man.
We've moved
yeah.
past that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that shit was fun. Right back in the old Dizzy.
Have you guys?
I got one more story about that. I don't know if you guys
Okay.
remember, but I think it's probably like the last memory I think I have of us being like in that set. And it was after you had moved away and everything. Like it was when I first moved out into the sunroom. It was my like first night out there. It's like, you boys should fucking come over and we'll fucking hang out. Shit, it was before we smoked. I smoked weed. I think I'd maybe barely started back then, but it was before all that shit. I'd like just turned 18 and I was like just getting out of high school. And I think we like drank a little bit, but we were playing fucking Rock Band. And like,
Okay.
all of us were playing, like, I think one of us was singing, one of us was playing Rock Band, one of us was or playing guitar, one of us was playing drums.
Yeah.
And I remember just sitting out there fucking, yeah, playing a bunch of fucking Rock Band with you guys and fucking watching movies and shit and being like, I recognized then, like, this is probably like the
Heart-shaped
last
box
time.
Nirvana. I remember.
Yeah, like all that. I remember doing that and being like, this is probably like the last time us as the boys are gonna be able to do this. Like, we'll probably like hang out more, but it's gonna change. It's not like we're kids anymore. Like
You remember when we went out to Pioneers Park, the three of us,
when we were snow skating.
snow skating?
Oh, yeah.
We all
Was that
took.
it?
We all took,
Yeah.
took some drugs.
Oh yeah, those fucking seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I fucked
dude.
myself up on that trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hurt your back. That was
I
like the
think I
start
hurt
of your
my
back
ass.
problem.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
of the starts. Yeah.
I fucked up my head. Well, I hit my head.
Concealed.
We all
Yeah.
walked out of there. Ouch.
Yeah. What did you get hurt?
I think
too?
my ass. Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
fucking
We
fell
all
on
got
my
fucked
ass.
up, dude.
Everyone got
snow
injured.
skate was gnarly.
Yeah, I still have it, dude.
It was
I
fun,
used it
though.
last year.
Did you?
Yeah, it's
Nice.
awesome, dude. It still works. Grease it
Nice.
up with a little
I
candle
can't-
wax, and I'm good to go,
I
dude.
can't-
I might still have that snowboard that I had. My brother had.
I actually have two snow skates now. I have one with the ski mounted below it, and then I have a different one that's just like kind of a plastic skateboard deck, basically.
Yeah.
But it works pretty much just as good. So if you guys want to get out on the snow skates next winter, we can do it again.
I'll break my back.
That shit was crazy though. I jacked
Not
my
very
head
good
on that
on
fucking
skateboard.
rock, but I was wearing those safety glasses. Those safety glasses saved my shit, dude.
Yeah.
They were hard, durable glasses too, but it snapped them, and it saved me from busting like my orbital bone or whatever. And I remember Cody freaking out, running down. Are you all right, dude? Are you all right, dude? And I probably wasn't, but I was kind of high.
Yeah.
And I thought it'd be funny to get your ass back because you got me hard as a kid.
I just
Yeah.
remember that. I was like, you remember that time?
I do. But so I pretended to be hurt. Then you ran up on me, and I'm like, boo! And I pretended I got another concussion, which I probably did.
Yeah.
But
I think I
anyway,
pretended.
he got me so hard as a fucking kid because that was the start of my snow skating. We were snow surfing, standing on our sleds, and you had just recovered from like a broken wrist, right? You already had broken your wrist.
I think
I swear,
I think that was after that.
no, because that's
Yeah.
why I freaked out because you were like, I broke it again or something.
No.
Are you
I
sure?
think, yeah, because that was like when we were like 16 is when I broke my wrist. I was in football.
I
Like,
thought you
I
did
don't.
it-
We weren't.
I thought you did it when you were younger too. Didn't you have an arm injury or a cast on your arm when you were
No,
younger?
I never. The only bone I ever broke was when I was in football.
So am I
no, I
remembering
did
it
that
wrong?
before that. Yeah.
Okay.
I did that when we were like young. We were in middle school.
Yeah.
And I got you good because it was a good one. Like
Yeah.
I had those big puffy black gloves.
Yeah.
And I fucking beefed hard or whatever. And I was fucking on the ground and I just took my glove, like slid it off, turned it around and slid it back on. So it looked like my hand was just like like turned around on,
Yeah.
on my arm.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I fucking broke it. And he comes over and he's like, what did you do? And I fucking lift my arm up. And he's like, oh shit.
I thought he turned his hand all the way around.
He's like, oh my fucking god.
I would have done the
I was
same
just like,
thing.
I just started
I would've
laughing.
done the same.
And I turned it back around and fucking said,
No, you let me go for a second. I was
Yeah,
like,
it was for a
help,
second.
somebody help.
It was
Oh
fucking
shit!
hilarious.
I would have been. I would have been
yeah.
like 911,
That was funny.
911.
Yeah, it was.
His hands
So I tried to get his
backwards,
ass
bro.
back for that a little bit. Hopefully, it sunk your stomach a little bit, seeing me laying there.
Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
That's great.
That was my last memory of like the three of us really like hanging out doing something. I think that was like 2012, 2011. I was
It was a
living
long
out
time
on
ago.
like A Street at the time, and we all met up for that. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good old memories.
Yeah.
So how is your fam doing?
Good.
How's your mom and dad?
They're good.
They were dealing with that
Still
shit.
working. My cousin left the company. He
Yeah.
was with them, and
They figuring all that out?
yeah, it's going all right.
That's good.
It's kind of abrupt, but they're still doing fine. But
How about your brothers?
they're doing good. Tyler's doing electrician stuff, and
Is he still out Grand Island way?
I don't know if he's still out there because I went to the lake this weekend, and he was supposed to come out there, but he ended up not. So I don't know what happened. I asked my mom, and she wasn't sure either. So I don't know what he's up to.
Okay.
But
What about your other brother?
Trevor, he's living back at home right now, and he's working. Just
Where's he work?
I can't remember the name.
Nice.
I'm sorry,
That's
but
cool. I couldn't name the place my sister works at.
yeah, but he enjoys it.
What's he do? Do you know what he does?
Yeah, he's like a manager for a warehouse that like makes paint for like vast like areas.
It's so hard imagining your brother as an adult. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in so long. I cannot
He looks
imagine him as
like
like
Jesus.
a 7-year-old.
Does he for real?
Yeah, for real.
That's
He's
cool.
got hair like down to
Trevor
like
does?
that. Yeah, Trevor.
Well, Trevor had arm hair
Dude,
when
yeah,
he
he
was
had
like
werewolf
3.
on.
Oh yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
he looked like a fucking.
Yeah.
He looked like Teen
He's
Wolf,
grown
dude.
into it. It's not as wolfy anymore, but he
Yeah.
looks like Jesus. He's taller.
Huh.
He's a
Taller
hippie
than
kind
you?
of dude. No, but he's
Yeah.
probably 6 foot tall. He's tall.
Yeah, gotcha.
And Tyler's pretty tall. Tyler's kind of like a shorter version of me. He's maybe a little more lean, but
Yeah, sure. Not as jacked as you are.
oh, I'm so ripped. The physique.
Dude, so I heard you wandered down the street a couple times over to my pop's house.
What are you doing,
Mhm.
Jansen?
Yeah, what's going on?
Did you wandering drunk over to people's houses?
No, I went to the gas station. So there's been twice now where I've mistaken. I thought it was your car there.
Oh.
And I saw him walking around, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just stop by and say hi.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, and so I just popped in, and
Sure.
and-
He's cool with it.
I mean, I wasn't trying to be weird or anything, but I just,
thought you-
I just
No,
thought
he
I'd
thought you
say
were
hi.
coming over a couple weekends ago to like throw some horseshoes. Do you remember having that conversation with him?
He asked me if I wanted to, I think last weekend, but I ended up having stuff to do, so I didn't go over
I
there.
smoked him. It's cool. I smoked
Oh,
him
you did?
today too, dude.
He asked me, he was like, do you want to go play horseshoes? I was like, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'll let you know. But then I had shit going on. I ended up having to have the kids I was supposed to have. I was
I
supposed
bet you'd
to
be
not
pretty
have
good.
them.
Are you pretty good at horseshoes?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
I've only
gotta
played a
get
few
back on the
times.
pits, dude.
It's something I gotta try.
What's
It'd
that?
be
I gotta
fun.
get back on the pits.
Dude, come on over. He said he
Oh,
wanted me to tell
it'd
you
be-
hi. You should come on over. So he's on vacation all week.
Should we
be a
go
good
over there
time.
after this?
He'd still be up.
Will
we
we?
could, yeah.
We could.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't got
Let's go
shit.
over
I'm
and
going
throw
that
some
way
shoes.
anyway.
The old man.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer he's wanting to do that because the neighbor.
Does he have to-
we have a
Oh, yeah,
little
it's
bit
getting
of-
later, but we can go over there and smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, we can chill.
Smoke tobacco.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Delta 8 pins.
Yeah. These Delta 8 pins are sure great.
They're great, dude.
Go legal. Gee whiz.
What else I got for you? I got a couple for you. You got anything else for him over there?
I got random shit, not specifically.
Yeah, so I kind of. Well, I got some stuff for him. What got you into cars? What was the big thing?
Oh,
Because I know you're big on building cars, and you
So-
built that '68 Camaro with your dad.
It all started back when my dad got that car. He
Yeah.
got that originally back when he was working at Goodyear,
Yeah.
and I think he got it through. He like found it on. I don't know about. I think he got it through eBay. He found it on eBay, and he started fixing it up with my uncle. My uncle's always had a mechanical background.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from, but he's always had cool cars and worked on cars and known a bunch of stuff about cars, and just triggered my interest. And
Right. Yeah, I remember you guys always having like old, like you had that Nova, you had that fucking like '57 Chevy Bel Air.
there's a 52 Chevy,
Yeah, 52 Chevy.
yeah, and then a 68 Nova and the 68 Camaro.
And you have these cool cars always over there.
But yeah, my dad got that when I was young, and then he started working on that, and he I remember the first time they got it started, I was young. I was like 7 or 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That was a cool memory. I remember like they finally got it to run, and it was super fucking loud.
Yeah.
And like they were like all jumping up and down, like high-fiving and super excited. And
Right.
I remember it was like, holy shit, that's the loudest car I've ever heard. I was young, but I mean, it was still pretty loud because they didn't have the full exhaust on it yet.
Right.
But then he had that, and then he got the Nova off of eBay, and they drove out and got it and put it on a trailer and drove it back from Mitchell, Nebraska. It's way, way out in the panhandle. And they picked it up, brought it back. And that was the first car I remember helping work on, is that we started sanding it down, and my uncle straightened out the body, and he ended up painting it actually in that garage. That's pretty cool.
That's cool. So, what would your dream car be?
67 Chevelle SS.
If you could have any car, it'd be a '67 Chevelle.
What color?
67.
Including Ferraris, all that shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. If I could have any,
Really?
like, yeah,
You'd pick American over every other car if you could pick any car in the world.
Born and raised, dude.
yeah.
I mean, that's pretty
Probably,
hardcore.
yeah.
I mean, like, there's some.
It's a nice car.
There's
Respect.
Testarossa.
Look it up.
Ferrari Testarossa, dog.
Ferraris
Look
are
it up.
nice.
Look that up, dog.
If I could, I'm actually thinking about buying a newer Camaro next year with my taxes.
Nice.
You fucking working on it a little bit. I was gonna ask you.
No, I'm gonna buy a new
Yeah,
one.
that's what I'm saying. Are you gonna mod it all?
No, I'm
Straight buy it.
Well, I mean, yeah, eventually, yeah, I'm gonna put some money into it, but I want to try and get like an SS Camaro or like at least an LS motor platform
Yeah.
and try and do something to it. It's at least like 400 or 500 horsepower. Factory.
Pretty sweet.
You can find them for pretty good prices. It's crazy how much I'm not gonna go into the dollar amount, but the amount of tax money
Oh yeah.
for having 2 kids.
Oh yeah. I've heard.
Damn. I need
I've
to.
heard
I
you
need
guys
to
get
knock
paid
up
for
a
that
lady.
shit.
5 figures.
But it's like, yeah, the more
yeah,
you got to pay a lot to have kids all year long.
it
Usually,
is
My
expensive.
dad didn't pay shit.
Oh.
It just kind of took the title.
Yeah.
Smoked weed out in
Let's-
the backfield while I watched me play t-ball.
Let's put it this way: it's like pay for everything you have and take it times 3, literally. Like
Yeah. That's not bad. That's a sweet deal.
That's dope. Any Husker football talk we need to get to? That you boys heard?
Nah, I mean it's off season. I'm not
This guy
sure.
told me one of the Peters brothers,
yeah, he's
their
a
son
line-
is a
he's
freshman
lineman.
offensive
Oh
tackle.
no shit,
this
that's
year.
really cool.
He's a
Mhm.
beast. But
That's pretty sweet.
I was
think
talking to
that's the
another guy at
connection.
work, and we just got signed to this like top offensive tackle who's like 6.
Is he the 5-star one?
No, he's like an unstarred offensive tackle. He coming out of Germany.
Oh yeah, I did.
He's like 6'4", 280, and I guess he was at this camp that they ran and absolutely trounced people. But he
Yeah.
has no star rating because he's
Because
from
nobody
Germany.
knows
Yeah.
who. he
Nobody
is.
knows about him. But we
That's
picked
it.
him up, and he looks like a monster.
I
That's
did
cool. That's
hear
cool.
about
Good storyline.
him.
No shit from the
Yeah.
Vaterland.
We got a running back. We got a 4-star running back recently that
heard
was
that.
going to go to Alabama.
Oh wow, that's
we
neat.
pulled him,
decided
and
to
we
come.
pulled
Putting
a
together a squad.
4-star quarterback for next year as well. One of the top guys we got.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but he was a 4-star guy.
So
So,
we
yeah.
ran into you, funny enough, in February at that fucking Pantera Lamb of God concert. What did
Yeah.
you think of that? I want to hear your feedback.
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
It
have you
was-
seen any like Lamb of God before that or no?
I haven't. I wish I had. They're one
Right.
of my favorite bands.
Well, boys, they're coming back.
Yeah, they're one
They're
of my
going. They're
favorite.
going to be at Stir Cove, and they're
Okay.
playing all of Ashes of the Wake. in
Sick.
its
Oh,
entirety
then I
for its
definitely would
25th
go.
anniversary.
We should all three go,
and it's
dude.
standing in its general admission, so we can walk to the front if we want.
That's
to.
the only
Are
other
we going?
tattoo I've ever.
Yeah, I've wanted to go so
considered
bad.
actually
I'm going to go. Like the
Okay.
tickets aren't that
Is
bad.
that
They're like
album
50,
cover?
60 bucks. Well, Demetrio got that too. I've seen
Did
so
he
many
really?
people who have the bird, the bullet
Yeah.
bird.
I think it's just cool.
It is cool. I've
But-
seen a lot of tattoos of it.
I like
Yeah,
some of the
cool.
songs off that Sacrament album too.
Yeah,
That
It's
one's
cool. Burn the Priest, their self-titled album it rips me apart. I
Yeah, I
fucking
listened to it. It is gnarly.
love
Yeah.
that album. Resurrection #9, Buckeye.
It won me over so much, dude. That
Oh,
song
fuck.
Vigil, when I heard that
Vigil's
live
hard
at
as
that show,
fuck.
dude,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, dude.
woo, that got me.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
that's
so
just
sick.
fucking yeah.
So yeah, no,
that's
they won
badass.
me over. I didn't. I kind of liked them before it. I knew of them and shit, but now I'm like, they're a great band. I want to.
I have like 4 of their CDs.
Yeah.
I've got them the same
Yeah.
way. They're the best. Of
It was
those-
cool
that,
to see you there.
That
though,
style.
and see
but
people. We're just like, oh,
Yeah,
shit,
it
that
is.
awesome?
they're gonna be there with Megadon, I think.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go to that fucker. So let's go, boys. Let's go.
That'd
Let's
be
make
cool.
a fucking
We'll
trip.
check and see what tickets are. Definitely.
I also talked to him about it, but next year, I'm talking to everybody in the fantasy league because I want to get a bunch of people to go. But the draft is in Green Bay,
Oh, really?
and I'm
That'd be
going to that
cool.
motherfucker.
To
And I want
Wisconsin.
to rent a car.
You
Get
guys
like
got
fucking
bail money?
6 bros, go up there and just fucking rage at that motherfucker.
Mike's
dude.
going to get cheese and arrested.
He wants to go yell at fucking Goodell. He wants to go, you bastard, you ruined my Saints.
Yeah.
Big cry girl over
I'm
here.
gonna boo his ass for what he did, man.
Man, for what he did. He didn't do nothing.
Except for disband one of the greatest defenses of all time.
Or alleged. Well, not even alleged. It was found out that they
All the
actually
teams were
did.
putting out hits on people back then. It's what you do. yes, they were. It just so happened to put the magnifying glass on us
It
because
just
we
got
made his
caught.
poster boy look so bad in the Super Bowl.
These
He
are
wanted
all-
big old
this is all
doofus
conjecture.
Peyton Manning to win the Super Bowl, and we made him look
This
bad.
is all conjecture.
No, it's true.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Goodell know the truth.
Okay, well, all right. So he's on board. Do you want to go?
Guess out.
Dude, I'm gonna boo
I'll
him
go
so
just
bad.
to watch Mike do that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be
Fuck
interesting.
yeah, dude.
I don't know
What's
if I
your
got
team?
bail
Who's your
money.
team? Do you
Yeah,
have a
the
team?
Packers.
You're a Packers
I
guy.
don't know if I really have a team per se.
I'll get you back on the bail. money.
Packers, if anything. Yeah, definitely. Packers, if anything.
I'll bet you. If you get on television for ripping his ass,
Oh,
and
dude,
after
if Mel Kiper's like, look at this guy's upside down.
You better make yourself as menacing as you can on your mugshot.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna
Just
wear
scraggle your
Saints-
hair.
Yeah,
it's like mid scream.
that sounds good.
Fuck it up.
Just freezes to your face. Michael Block here.
Michael Block of Lincoln, Nebraska, absolutely ripped shit up. At the
That's my
draft.
buddy.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Oh
Oh, dude, that'd be amazing. That would be amazing. All right,
Somebody's got to do it.
signing
Goodell's
y'all
been getting away with murder for
signing
too
y'all
long,
up.
dude.
Fucking get it on the fucking calendar for next year,
That's too
boys.
funny. The face you made.
So,
I can imagine. Oh God.
what video games are you playing right now?
Right now we got Skyrim. I just bought.
My man, dude. We got a couple of Skyrim nerds,
Skyrim is
brother.
weird. It's like,
Yeah. You circumcised? It was on my list. I had to get to.
I like how you throw that in there.
my man, Skyrim. So you circumcised? What is that?
In the game or real
We're gonna have to talk
life?
about your interviewing skills. We get a serious fucking guy on here. You can't be asking him that shit,
Dude, it
dude.
reveals a lot, you know.
Yes,
How
yes,
does
I
it-
am.
My man.
We
My
all
man.
are. We all
I
are.
play Skyrim.
Nobody's rocking.
you
Nobody's rocking
circumcised?
turtlenecks
Yes.
around here.
My man. Next question.
Next question.
What are your thoughts on abortion?
Jesus Christ.
Illegal immigration.
So what's your
That was my
character?
response.
What's your Skyrim character?
I got a wood elf, just light armor, one-handed with. I use regeneration.
So you're a paladin style?
Kind
You're a
of, yeah.
healing fighter?
I do like soul trap, and then normally I do fast heal, and I use like a mace with a enchantment on it.
Nice.
I just got to 100 smithing. Just
Nice.
got there.
That'll get you paid.
Oh yeah. Just got there. I did the Thieves Guild.
That's
Just finished.
Nobody's ever actually. I've never talked to anybody who's actually fully completed.
I've done.
I'm getting there.
It's hard.
I am
I've
doing
gotten names.
It's
done.
hard to
I've gotten cities crossed off, but it's like you constantly have to.
There's some that don't have markers too. You got to figure that shit out.
Well, that's the thing.
Well,
They'll tell you have to do 7 of those unique little like, go steal this or whatever. You have to do
Yeah.
7 of those missions in every single town and scrawl those all off.
Yeah.
And then the Thieves Guild has been fully restored.
There's like one
Yeah.
I have to find in the bottom of a lake. There's no indicator. You
Yeah.
can't like clairvoyance
Yeah.
to it. I can't find it. I've been searching for a while. It's hard.
Yeah.
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 Shit
There's
is
shit like
tough,
that.
but I've never had anybody who's ever completed it. I've never seen anybody also complete the Circlet of Baron's Eye.
Oh, I'm working on it.
I've never seen
Have you
anybody
ever
get
seen
all
that?
those.
I'm like almost. I think I'm close to 20 now.
The gem things? Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
Yeah.
the gems,
Yeah,
the stones of Baron's Eye.
Yeah.
Collect them all and you get a
My
circlet.
uncle did it.
Never
I know
even-
he did.
I'm sure the old people who play those games do all that kind of.
Yeah.
I got
I'll
close.
sit here for 5 to 10 days doing this and just collecting stones
Yeah.
after scrawling through every single hut in every single town and
Yeah.
every single dungeon.
Well, I was gonna say I
Oh,
almost
dang.
got every dungeon. I got like all but like 3 of them. There's like 200 or 300
Yeah,
of
my
them.
first playthrough. I'll never forget my first playthrough.
Yeah.
Like I had the most fun in that game after I completed everything and I
Mhm.
was
Yeah.
hunting the dwarves.
Right. Making your own storyline. up.
Trying to
Just start
find them.
killing
That shit was
towns.
fun.
I just got.
No, I never did that. I was trying to find like old dwarven artifacts and then try to
Yeah.
like.
I've been
do some
collecting all the
shit.
books. I have a row just for the Dwemer on my bookshelf, dude.
Oh, bro! I
Yeah,
built.
it's
You
cool.
can. I built my own house in that, and you can build a library. And then I brought all my books from like 3 different houses, and I filled it. And there's just
Yeah. I have
all-
one
they're
shelf
all
that's
like
all
in a
for,
row of like Dwemer 1,
what's
2,
that
and 3.
island that you go to? The one that you travel away to. It's a different map. It's part of the island.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Morrowind.
I collected
Morrowind map?
specifically those books. Put them on a fucking shelf too. So I've got kind of an ordered library. I'm pretty proud of that. It's like my 3rd big run through the game. I'm like level 72 right now or something. Pretty high level.
Mhm.
Getting there. It's fun, dude. I
Isn't
fucking love that
what is max 81?
game. No, you can.
Or is it
you
100?
can level like indefinitely now because
Yeah.
I think you can just keep legendarying your skills. I
Yeah.
think. But like once you get to like 80, that's when people kind of consider your level like pretty maxed, and like
Yeah.
that's when the Ebony Warrior appears, and you can fight him, and he's like one of the highest level dudes to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just did the main story mission where you get attacked by that like elder dragon.
Oh,
It's
sure.
like almost impossible to kill. I mean, you can kill it, but
Yeah.
you got to like run past it
The
and go
revered
in this
dragons
place.
are tough too.
The best one, the best dragon fight on that is in the DLC.
Yes.
We're in the North Ice part where you're hunting the snow elves and those fucking 2 dragons that dip in and out of that frozen
Uh-huh.
lake and come up after your ass. That shit was fun.
It was
It's
awesome.
hard
Yeah.
as fuck, but it's really cool.
I like the undead dragon that you unlock when you go into like that soul gym too. You know that quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget his name now, but you can like call him in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the forest land
I'm
where you can make them
Undefeated or
lamb.
something like
Yeah.
that. Are you gonna get a new system for football?
Thinking
NCAA?
about it. Yeah.
Comes out July 19th.
Mm-hmm.
It's creeping up.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
What system do you want to get?
probably get a PS5 again and see if I can restore my account.
Yeah, it's gonna
Because
be
my
tough.
account got banned
They're
because I refuted
dirty
a
motherfuckers.
charge.
What was the charges?
So when I didn't even have my PlayStation, they tried to charge me like $30,
Oh.
saying I owed money and then it didn't. My bank description didn't say what the charge was
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, what's this for? And the bank couldn't tell me. And I'm like, well, I didn't charge this.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, okay, well, we'll give you your money back. And so they gave me my money back, and then I got my PlayStation back, turned it on, went onto my account, and said that I had violated their terms of use policy.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So have you been kind of boycotting them since?
I was like, okay, well then what's the point?
Yeah.
I need to call them and see if I can just be like, what was this charge? Was this legitimate? This is what happened, and explain to them. And hopefully, they'll give me my account back, because I've got like $300-400 worth of games, digital
sucks.
copy. Yeah,
That's why I like to get the hard
tons
copies.
of games.
Well, it's like hard copies. It's almost useless to get them because I was going to start doing it, but every time you buy a hard copy, you'll plug it in there, and anymore now, it's not like that Skyrim disc. Like
Yeah.
if you bought that game today and plugged it in, it would sit there and go, okay, it needs to download,
Yeah.
and it instantly go to like updates and then just downloading. It's basically like a voucher to download the game.
Yeah.
So like the game isn't even on the disc.
Sure.
So it's like, why even?
That is weird.
But it's like all at the same time, I have 200 games in my list of PlayStation catalog, and anytime they decide, they can basically take it from me.
Yeah.
That's just so much money. But
that's what happened to me. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, yeah, I'm talking 40 games
Yeah.
at least.
Damn.
That it would tell me I'd get on there, and like the ones that were already downloaded onto the console, I could get in if I would sign in, but I couldn't sign in through my PlayStation. I'd have to do a double verification. And so it'd send a code to my phone. I'd have to type that into my PlayStation, and it'd sign me in to play whatever game I had that I was trying to play. But anytime I'd quit out and get back in it, I'd have to do it again. And it wouldn't let me download any of the other games that I had already owned.
Right. No, I can't play shit anymore. All I can play is Skyrim because I've been running my shit off of a hotspot on my phone for a while.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need to update so much shit.
Need to get internet.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Spectrum's like $49.
Yeah, it's
It's
cheaper,
even
right?
cheaper.
39.
Even cheaper for a gig. You can get $39.99, 2-year locked in price.
That's I think
And
what I
get a
have
gig.
actually. Yeah.
So-
I'm doing that shit. I need to do that. That reminds me. I'm
Yeah.
calling them tomorrow and I'm doing that because I pay like $80 for my shit right now. Fuck that.
Do you got anything else for this man?
Nothing. I don't think nothing too pertinent. Do you got anything for him?
Not really.
I have one small thing.
Yeah.
What do you got?
It's a movie called The Bike Riders coming out.
Oh, the Riders or whatever with Austin Butler and
Yeah, I think that's it. Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Yeah, I'm a
Oh, it
motorcycle
looks-
boy. I'm gonna be there.
It
for
looks. I'm
you
gonna
seen
go see
anything
it.
on
So
It's like
I.
you go for it.
I have not been excited for a movie in a while, and this one looks actually pretty good. It looks like Easy Rider meets Sons of Anarchy kind of deal,
Nice.
and it's like set back in like it seems like it's
50s or
set back in
60s?
that 60s era. Yeah,
early '60s, late '50s,
Yeah.
and like they're like a Harley biker gang.
yeah.
And Tom Hardy runs the gang, and fucking Austin Butler.
Norman Reedus is in it.
Yeah, dude, it's got quite a few names. The story looks good. It looks fucking badass.
Yeah,
looks
it
like a
comes out in
badass
like-
fucking biker movie.
Like June.
Yeah, so
It comes up in like a week. I want to say.
Motorcycle Boy, it reminded me that Rumblefish. You watched that, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
she was good.
That was good. Have you seen Rumblefish?
I always wondered I always ask people, did you see it?
Rumblefish.
Yeah, you probably know. It's
I
kind
don't
of obscure.
believe so.
Yeah.
I always ask. I think I've asked you before. What do you
What's-
think the significance of the beta fish being colored? Is the only thing that's colored in that movie is the beta fish.
Yeah, the fighting fish.
What do you think is the significance of that?
And he's obsessed with it. He like walks into
The
that
older
store.
guy is. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
the older
like
brother.
fucking,
The motorcycle boy.
Rourke, Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's obsessed with him.
And how does it end again? Does he end up killing himself? Or
Yeah, he steals the fish from the
Puts it in
pet
the
stop,
river.
and then he's going to put him in the river, and that fucking shitty sheriff who wants him dead shoots him.
shoots?
Yeah. And he basically tells him like,
I'm curious
Get
what
on
your
that bike.
take is. I
Is
can't.
Is this the Mickey Rourke motorcycle movie?
There's been a lot of Mickey Rourke motorcycle
Jesus,
movies.
because I'm like, I know
No, this
there's-
one's all black and white. And
Okay.
no, yeah, okay.
Nicolas Cage is in it?
Nick Cage is in it. He's an asshole. And then
I always think of you when I
What's
see
his
Nick
name?
Cage.
Tim
I don't
Dillon.
know why. I feel the same like facial structure. Is that just
a
me?
little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
Maybe a little bit.
especially in that Mandy, because he's got like a beard like
I
you.
haven't watched that.
You
I
need to see that
watch
fucking
that.
Mandy,
I need
dude.
to watch that.
You too should watch it. That shit is nuts.
I watched this fucking documentary last night called How to Rob a Bank. And it's about this fucking guy who built his own like mega treehouse out in the middle of the woods in Washington, like a fucking real deal
Yeah.
mansion in the trees. And
Codename
he would
Kids
fucking
Next Door.
what?
Codename Kid Next Door.
That style.
Yeah.
And he was out there. He'd build the shit, and he was selling meth originally to fund this, but
Of
the guy he
course.
was going through, like, he would fucking he would like cook all this meth out in the fucking his barn that he had out there. He was like a super scientist. Like he could have been
Sounds like metal
he could have
treehouse
been a fucking-
activities.
he could have been a fucking a doctor, but he fucking like basically got caught running. He was like cooking meth out of the labs at night in this college that he was going to, this
Sick.
medical college, and he did it for a long time before they caught him. But he dropped out, built his own like fucking Breaking Bad style lab in this
Treehouse.
fucking in this like barn out by his treehouse in the middle of fucking nowhere. He would sell this guy through a guy. But that guy got murdered in his sleep, I guess, out of nowhere. Like somebody was trying to rob him and murder him in his, so he freaked out and he's like, I need to do a different thing, and got into robbing these banks and was like one of the most prolific bank robbers in Seattle at the time. They called him Hollywood, and he was the Hollywood fucking bank robber, and he hit like 17 different banks or something like that for like millions of dollars, and he would fucking take it all out to this fucking treehouse and build onto the treehouse and like hide the money and kind of Robin Hood it, give it to people he needed
Yeah.
it and shit. And like he was like kind of like a free the
Launder it.
he was like he'd launder it through like
Meth deals.
they would go to, because he completely left the meth thing after his guy died. So he would go out to Vegas and they would bet the same amount of money on teams at two different locations, and then no matter who won, they would kind of recompense, and then the place would just get 5% of the take or whatever. So like for 5%, they would launder their money in Vegas.
Wow.
So like he did all this shit, and then it ended up they got into a fucking heat style fucking shootout at this last bank, and there's fucking like, and he has these diaries too where he like describes like he was a really like, you read the stuff that he wrote and he's a really like intuitive, deep kind of guy who was like trying to, he had a black and white side to him. Like he was trying to be good, but the darkness in him would pull him into doing this crazy shit. And you kind of learn and see his decline into fully going into that dark side and fucking losing himself and shit. And he like kind of seeing that this was coming up, and he's like, I can see myself, like I have dreams of dying and shit, and I have dreams of these shootouts, and I used to not, and I'm like way more stressed.
Wow.
And he gets into this thing and eventually goes into this shootout, and fucking he doesn't die, but a buddy, buddies get shot and killed, or got shot and fucked up and sent to the hospital, and they're like, this is the name of the guy. They never knew who it was until this fucking shootout, and he was the only one to get away, and like his buddies kind of ratted on him. This is his name and shit. And they cornered him in this guy's backyard inside a fucking camper trailer, and he fucking shot himself, and they shot up the camper and fucking it was fucking crazy. The guy was like, the guy was nuts. He's like decided like I'm not. He had major intelligence. He's like the most intelligent bank robber they had known. He put on like the way he did it was like building these fucking like prosthetic fucking like Mission Impossible masks.
Sounds
and shit,
crazy.
dude.
Yeah.
The guy was wild.
Dude, I
He
was
ended up doing this. You know?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. I was in Omaha recently and noticed like how many banks were in such a short proximity. Like there was like 20 in a few blocks, and I'm like, dude, if you just robbed all of them at the same time,
That's what you would hit, like 6 banks in the same day.
yeah, and that shit would work. That would really fuck with them. They wouldn't know, like, especially if you had like organized like a bunch of dudes, and you're like, all right, we all hit them at this time.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, where are they going to chase? There's like different there's 6 different bank robberies just happened.
And you just have to, they would like scope the locations and know like when the cops would come by on their regular routes to like go by the bank and kind of look at them and stuff, and they'd know exactly when to hit and go and like which roads the cops would come from. And like they had built this van once. They were like, yeah, we knew the cops were going to come, and it was by this lake. So it was like we had to come right at the cops through these 2 streets we knew they were going to come by, or we would have to go all the way around the lake. And they're like, fuck it, we parked the fucking van a few blocks down the street, and the guy would rob the bank by himself while people on the outside like would have guards come in or would be watching shit. And he came out, robbed the bank, ran down a couple blocks, got into this van. There was a false bottom that he crawled into with the money and stayed in the bottom of this false bottom while his other buddies went and sat in a restaurant and fucking ate food and watched these cops whiz by and shit. And they're like, okay, the cops are gone, let's go. And they fucking met up with him, drove away, and got out.
That's nuts.
Yeah, dude. Like the stories these guys had of like robbing these banks were, and they were just like normal guys.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, yeah, we like he came out and we went to theaters and we're like, we are these guys. We are the bank robbers watching them do this shit. And like he's like, it freaked us out and shit. And he's like, dude, this could happen to us. We could die, and it fucking did.
Yeah.
It's a crazy documentary. It's on Netflix. It's called How to Rob a Bank. I definitely recommend it. It's fucking very.
Well, you say
interesting.
like they're just normal guys. I'm like, well, so are like the security guards and shit, you know, and like they get.
They didn't hurt anybody. They never hurt anybody until but they were saying also it's like you did like psychologically like these people will never forget being held at gunpoint and shit like
Some
that.
of them get really complacent too because you know they've been showing up as a security guard for 10 years and nothing's happened.
Sure.
Right? So like at my work, there's a lot of ATMs down there. And they'll bring by a shitload of cash with like 2 guys. You know, one guy will be a guard. Dude, this guy was twiddling his thumb, whistling Dixie the other day. I walk right up behind him. I startled him. I didn't mean to. I'm just walking down this giant hall, and like he just wasn't even looking at all. You know, so like if you had a few guys.
You
that
could
stack
do
of
it, but
cash
it's like
is
your
yours.
whole life. That was his thing. Like he had to lie to everybody about where he got his money from. His whole life was a lie.
Oh, it
like,
ruins it. Yeah.
And they're hunting you.
Yeah.
Like, you're constantly being hunted. The FBI gets your like if you know the FBI is following you. There's
Good
no way
luck
I could
sleeping.
Yeah, there's no way I could sleep because 24/7 they are fucking hunting
The
you. Everything
anxiety
you
and
can get.
stress.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
they
know
would
how
like
guys
plant
do it.
fake like female hair in the back of their getaway vehicles and shit to like throw them off their trail. It was wild. Dude. It was a wild documentary.
Huh.
But
That's
yeah, I
crazy.
mean, I think that's pretty much all I got. Do you got anything else?
Not really. I mean, we got the hot topics of the day, but I mean, I know everybody's dying to hear Austin's takes on current global politics. But
No, I had a small, quick thing that kind of reminded me of your thing. I saw this thing about this guy that he was like a counterfeit artist, and he like made counterfeit like $100 bills. He was really good at it. And then he said like in the late '90s, or so, I think they changed it. Like they had changed the $100 bill, and they said supposedly it was the hardest $100 bill to counterfeit.
yeah,
So he set out on a mission being a counterfeit artist, just as, you know, someone who liked to try and find a way to break it, tried to figure out a way to break it. And so he said he tried all these different kinds of papers. He was ordering all these different kinds of papers from different paper companies, and he couldn't find one that could quite match it. And so he said his wife pulled out a phone book and like opened it up to start looking through it to see different paper company suppliers. And he just flipped the page and felt the page and ended up finding the manufacturer that produced the phone books. And so he went to them and ordered a bunch of sheets of paper from them and broke this code for
The telephone book pages.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was this really cool story. And he ended up getting away for it for a really long time.
yeah.
And ended up getting caught eventually. But yeah, he ended up breaking apparently what they said at the time was the hardest counterfeit to break.
Damn, that's crazy.
But yeah,
I wonder how many of those guys are out there right now getting away with stuff like that. Who will
Yeah,
never
do you ever
be
think
caught.
like if you had a counterfeit bill and didn't know it, it just passes through the system, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what the percentage of counterfeit bills are.
Well, I mean, they
in
never checked
circulation.
20s. Like
Right.
if you
Yeah.
can counterfeit
They do
$20
sometimes.
bill,
They do.
Sometimes.
They be checking me.
It's
I've never
rare.
I think it must
but-
be the way I look. They're like, this guy's a counterfeiter. I don't know. They check me
I've
all the
never
time.
seen them check $20 bills.
I'm for real.
Always 50s.
Are you
and
making that
100s.
face Cody was making earlier at him?
I don't know. I don't know.
Here, here's my money. Take it. It's not fake, I swear.
No, I feel pretty good. I feel like I'm caught up with Austin. I know he's circumcised.
Yeah.
Current
Current events. Circumcision.
Yeah.
Stone Cold
All right, buddy.
316.
Well, thanks for stopping by and having a good little chat with us.
Yeah, good
Appreciate
catch
you
up, dude. We
coming.
can maybe have you back on sometime.
For sure.
Yeah.
Down the road.
Definitely
so.
be a recurring guest down the road.
Yeah. All
So,
right.
yeah, fucking
word to
smash
your
that
brother.
like button and such. Fucking
Like,
subscribe, leave the comments. We love you. Have a good one, peeps.